Hi guys, and welcome to Softly with Teeth. This is a demo of a game that I pledged in Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is over. It's been over for a while. You can still support the game through Patreon, but I wanted to play the demo so you guys can see what's to come in the future. So, Softly with Teeth. Let's start this. Everything dies eventually, but excitement dies first. The dust settles, the ash scatters, and you realize who you are without the fanfare ringing in your ears. Still you, only you, always you. You know the solution though, you're willing. Things will be different this time. They have to be. I slip into an easy smile, face the camera, and press record. Oh, I forgot the main character does videos! We've gone through 6 straight days of ghosts, goblins, and ghouls. We've covered everything. We covered anything, from the best way to seal and fake your body paint to a crash course in making your own gore. Ooh, I like her already. Now it's time for our 7th and last Halloween video. She's so pretty. What the hell? I'm jealous. I smile at the camera, hopefully a little more confident this time because I'm dying of crippling self-esteem, or lack of self-esteem. It's finally the big day. Time to trick ourselves into becoming treats, at least until the sun comes up. I laugh sheepishly and lean back into my chair. The final day of Halloween is about what looks goes, and with what blah blah blah. The final day of Halloween is about what look goes with what, and we're going to wear tonight. And what we're going to wear tonight. I got invited to a friend's party this year, so this video was actually recorded earlier today. I hope it goes well. That doesn't sound like her. I feel like she's not the... Okay, this is the thing. So, I saw this character and I was always wondering, how would she sound, right? And I don't think she would have, this girly voice. Maybe, in her videos, because she's recording. So, when I do videos, my voice goes a little higher. So, it'll be like, the final day of Halloween is about what look goes and with what. With what look goes with what. We're going to wear it tonight. I got invited to a friend's party this year, so this video was actually recorded earlier today. I hope it goes well, but I don't think she sounds like that. I think she has a little more spunk to her, so I feel like it's more like the final day of Halloween is about what look goes with what we're going to wear tonight. I got invited to a friend's party this year, so this video was actually recorded earlier today. I hope it goes well. A little bit of sass, a little bit of spunk in the end. And if it doesn't, well, at least the video gives the police some sort of lead. And if it doesn't, well, at least the video gives the police some sort of lead. Since I'm going as Cupid and things are gonna be pretty crowded and warm, I'm going for a pretty simple look. This is still definitely more on the glam side of the videos I've done this week. Trust me, there's glitter. I'll also talk about modifying things to fit your fairies or your princesses or mermaids or anything else. If you've seen my festival videos from May, then some parts are going to sound a little familiar, but with new products out and new tricks to teach, there should be still something new to learn. Anyways, so let's begin. We'll start out with our primer, Notched. I feel like I'm watching a beauty video, and it's amazing. I scan the rest of the video, watching for potential mistakes in the editing. It's stressful in its own way, but it's decent distraction from the focusing on later tonight, even if it's only for a few hours. Satisfied with my results, I triple save the video before I drop it in the upload queue. Things should be fine, but I still eye the screen warily for a moment. Just a moment. Right, now for the real fun. She's gonna change outfits. The nerves come back, crashing into me like a bullet train once the rideshare driver reaches my destination. She's so adorable. Oh, can I cosplay this? Hold on. I know everyone's waiting, Melly, just play the game, play the game. Yeah, but you know me. I'm gonna take a photo. Ooh, took the photo. I'm gonna cosplay that. Hell yeah. As soon as I shuffle out of the car, I'm greeted by a blast of muffled music from the house in front of me and the faint smell of pumpkin spice. It's probably 1/4 party time, so that's probably fashionably late enough. Not that I don't still hesitate, but then a batch of trick-or-treaters takes up the entire sidewalk and forces me to pick the driveway or the road. As tempting as the road is, I didn't pay the fare just to skip out. Plus, I bought new heels, so I'm going to rock them even if it's the last thing I do. The front door crashes open before I get in there, and a man throws himself at me as the music blares freely into the night. Oh God. Oh, he's cute. Hey, you. You decided to come after all. I squeeze back much more gently and try to keep my soul from flying out of my body. Holy hell. You scared the hell out of me, and your outfit's amazing. Holy shit. You invited me, didn't you? He waves me in. Well, duh, of course I did, but you didn't seem all that into it. It was probably just midterms getting to me. Besides, it's my first real party since I came here, you know? I had to be at least a little nervous. We're glad to have you. See, she's so excited. Ooh, God, you ran in there. We're still setting up a little, but things are pretty much started. You have dinner yet? Snacks are on the table, but the real treat's all around. His tone is absolutely shameless as he gestures to the steadily increasing waves of people passing us by. I see what my stomach says once it settles. Need any help in the meantime? Nah, don't sweat it. I cashed in some favors already. He leans in close and murmurs, just loud enough to hear over the music. Just give me a bit and I'll help you break some ice, alright? Oh, he's so sweet, best friend. But don't wait for me if you don't want to. Everyone's here is pretty friendly. All I can do is nod, and then he winks and disappears through the doorway. From my angle, I make out a portion of a fridge, trays and trays of cobweb-decorated cupcakes on the counter, and man radiating sheer fury as he holds some sort of pelt. He catches my eye, and I get more than enough motivation to look away into the rest of the party. I guess it makes sense that a cafe owner would know a lot of people, but this is more than that. Crowded, cluttered, near suffocating, and hot. There's this proportionate amount of people, pretty people mingling and laughing and chatting close to each other like they've been long acquainted. A pang of determination rises up from within me. Nervousness is a certainty, but it doesn't have to be a long-term one. And I have higher ambitions than playing the wallflower. As I decided which group I want to hover closer to, I find a girl around my age dressed as a witch. The red lips, the sleek dark hair, the stunning look on her face, interesting but also somehow familiar. Oh crap. Never mind. I stick myself harder to the wall and closer to the front door, just enough that my roommate hopefully can't see me panicking. What's Madison doing here? She didn't tell me this was the party she was going to. And thankfully, it definitely doesn't take long for Ramen to come back and offer me an empty plastic bowl. I can almost feel the hope in me gain a second wind. Finally, an anchor and icebreaker all in one, so I can finally party. Dee, sorry about this. Almost done. Be a darling and hold this for me? Of course. Great. Just a sec. Leo, you can't run out of you can't run out the back. You're going to rock that sexy cowardly lion and like it. I watch him storm off into the kitchen and find myself left to my own devices again. Well, until the angry-looking man from before rushes out, eyes wide in panic. Ouch! Robin didn't have any carpet in the hall to help cushion the fall. Before I could pick myself up, I see a hand offered to me that I take with gratitude. Oh, holy hell. Oh. A brunette in some sort of princess costume smiles down at me, warm and regal as she murmurs something lost to the crowd. I tilt my head in question, but I'm not sure if I'm smiling back or just baring my teeth, but she just laughs amicably. She lets go of my hand. God knows I wasn't going to let go first, to pick up the bowl and offer it to me, and then pats me on the shoulder when I finally gather my wits enough to take it. Thanks. Before I could say anything else, she just smiles again and ducks back into the heart of the party. The entryway somehow feels more congested than the crowd as the anxiety sets in. Costume guests are coming in one after another, only a few beats apart. They're all greeting each other with an enthusiasm I can't match on even my good days. But I have to try, right? Alright, Diana, you can't just stand in the door and blah blah blah. Alright, Diana. You can't just stand in the entryway forever and wait on Robin to baby you. You've done more than at least worthwhile parties. You're supposed to be better than you were in high school, right? Oh god, I'm feeling the anxiety that she's feeling right now. The bowl feels heavy. Blah blah. The bowl feels heavier in my hands as I frown down into it. I should go put this bowl down before I go mingle. Not mingle. Talk to people. Mingle is weird. Don't be weird. Excuse me. A voice comes from behind me and I turn to apologize before I feel cool fingers against the back of my neck and a hard tug at the back of my dress. So I do what any rational cool chick would do. Ah! My body moves before I can stop it. I lift the bowl and swing. Oh, honey. Look at this cutie. Ow. Oops. I didn't mean to swing that hard, but... Or well, at all, actually. I didn't mean to swing that hard, but... Or well, at all, actually, but who the heck do they think they are? You can't just go around yanking on the back of people's clothes. It's Halloween, it's a party, but that's still not okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. I imagine that wasn't the intention, but you certainly gave it your all. But you were. I was what, darling? He drops his hand down from his jaw to hang at his side before he jabs a thumb in my direction. Tried to tell you that the tag of your costume was sticking out? Oh, shit. You yanked at my costume. I tugged on your costume as a result of your actions. I was tucking the tag in for you when you took a step forward, which would explain the pull. Oh. I am the injured party here, not you. I hold the bowl in front of me, sheepishly looking up at the stranger. He looks mad, like really mad, like I could ruin your entire night mad. I really should just go home. God, I know the feels. Oh my god, I relate to this so much. Or move to another country. Is Fiji nice this time of year? I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hit you. I'm just a little jumpy. I can tell. Does it look bad? He touches his jaw gingerly. It's swelling a little, but it doesn't look like it'll bruise. Or wait, well, does it swell then bruise, or does it bruise then swell? Well, it doesn't look that bad. You could probably just use some concealer. I have some if you need it. Huh? Can you show me how to apply it as a favor to the injured? Yeah, sure. Let me just put down my murder weapon. Can't use the same thing twice, you know how it is. Diana, why? Yeah, I'd hate for you to take another swing at someone. They'd steal my meet cute, and that'd be just embarrassing. What would people say? I am the greatest woman alive. I excuse myself for a moment to set the bowl down on the snack table. Turning back to look for a familiar face, I find none waiting for me. Looking for me? My heart jumps out of my chest when I see him, and I instinctively lift the bowl a second time. He jumps back, throwing his hands up in front of his face defensively. Oh, not in the face. I let go of the weapon. Who knew a punch bowl could be so versatile? This guy's going to give me a heart attack by the end of the night, I swear. Oh, thank God, it's just you. I thought it was someone else. That's more of an underwhelming reaction than I was hoping for. Sorry, should I have passed out or... Inigo? What? Yeah, same. My name. And yours? Or I can keep calling you Angel the rest of the night. Your call. My name's D, short for Diana, which is short for, okay, it's not short for anything, it's just Diana. Nice to meet you. He leans in, prying my right hand from the bowl. He lifts it up to his lips and gently presses a kiss to the back of my knuckles. Well, what's that? Is this really happening right now? Enchanté, mademoiselle. Oh god, he has an accent and I can't do it. Oh, you speak French? I'm afraid you've heard all I know. Perhaps I should have used the language I'm more familiar with. Oh, no, it's okay. I only know like English, so you're one up on me. You're honest, then. I'll have another confession to make. Your name isn't actually Inigo Montoya? You killed my father prepared to die? Film buff? You could say that. But nah, you're kind of pretentious. Now that's just because you don't know anyone with fine taste. And you do? Me, of course. I have excellent taste in films. I used to be an actor, you know. No way. My sister Veronica and I had this double act, and my husband, Charlie, traveled around with us. He's married. Oh my god. Yes? Were you the guy who made Robin watch Chicago 50 times in a row? Is that a yes? He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. I can't tell if I'm smiling like I have a secret or if I'm smiling like I'm an idiot. I'm kind of hoping it's smiling like I'm charming. So my real name then. Oh, you're sure you want to ruin this whole mysterious intrigue thing you got going on? Oh, well, now I'm second guessing myself. Just as planned. Just as dastardly. I like that. I can't pronounce words. So, what's it going to be? I think I'll take my chances. I haven't the faintest notion of what you planned for us, but I'll admit, you're awfully clever for an angel. He looks around the room before taking a step back as if to avoid bumping into someone behind him, before he takes his grand bow. Allow me to introduce myself then. My name is Sebastian, my lady, at your service. Really? You're gonna throw me with a guy named Sebastian? Are you kidding? I'm weak. It suits you. It suits you. Oh? Absolutely. In what way? Pretentious and stuffy? You're the one who said it, not me. You're delightful. Actually, I'm delightful. Haha, I'm punny. Get it? Like delightful, but with Diana? Yes, I get it. I'm sure you're... Oh, wow. Oh, I can actually see him physically cringing. Delightful in bed, too. Oh my god, I'm cringing, too. Alright then. Oh, was that too forward of me? My apologies. I have a tendency to do that when I'm around beautiful women. I laughed nervously, hands lifted again to tuck loose strands of hair behind my ears. This is awkward. This just turned like 360 awkward. The last thing I want to do is spend my evening around some tool. Oh god, what if I use all my clever banter for the night on this guy? Hey, look, it's been nice, and I'm really sorry, but, hello? It's kind of like he just stops. Like he's looking at me, but not really looking at me. It's more like he's looking over me, which first of all, rude, but second of all, rude. I turn to look over my shoulder at the crowd of people, but don't see anyone that stands out. He pauses, then returns his attention to me and smiles. Diana, I don't suppose you mind my introducing you to a friend of mine. She's certainly charming, I'll say that. Very shy, has the worst time trying to make friends. Oh god, thank god. Maybe she can get me out of this. Oh, Molly, darling. He wraps his arm around my shoulder and flags down his friend with the other. Sebastian sighs, then frowns when she apparently doesn't respond before he looks back at me. Apologies, Diana. She's actually terribly rude, so we'll have to go to her. I appreciate you being willing to give her a chance. Oh, no, wait. You can't just... Before I could protest, he's taking my hand in his and started dragging me through the crowd. Oh, God. Geez, it feels like it's even more packed than before. I'm almost confident that this is a fire hazard. I'm gonna die. If it isn't the fact everyone's so packed and that makes me nervous, it's Discount Inigo. I don't really want to meet this guy's friend. Girlfriend? Oh god, what if he wants me to be a third wheel to whatever they have going on? He was definitely flirting earlier. Sebastian pulls me through the crowd. I apologize in passing those that I bump into, weaving through with about an ounce of grace that he does. It feels miserably long before I'm finally pulled into a more open room. Honestly, Medina, I brought you a new friend and you're not even polite enough to come over yourself. For the last fucking time, my name is Madison. Oh god. This better be worth my time, okay? Or I will make good on my pepper spray thread from the last week, I swear to god. The crowd parts for her like she's the Moses in a witch dress crossing the Red Sea. It's not exactly a reverence on their faces, but with the way she carries herself, I get the feeling that she's admired a little regardless. But I mean, just because Madison's in a bad mood doesn't mean things will go horribly, horribly wrong. Just smile, Diana. Just smile and be confident, and she'll give in and be admirable right back. I'll have to work eventually. or our eyes meet and I smile. She doesn't return it. So that's what's all the pepper spray is for. The kind I stuck up on in my side of the room? Absolutely. All my other options are unethical, turns out. Not that it matters, I guess. Someone must have gotten to you before I did. Or is that little rogue I see there? If only. Rather, it was a tragic incident of a misunderstanding. Wouldn't you say, Diana? Besides, why would I willingly impair my ruggedly good looks? I'm much more of an autumn, and this ugly red is so last summer. I said I was sorry. You shouldn't be. He's probably deserved it. He rolls his eyes. So, I'll take it you two are acquainted. And you didn't tell me, Diana? All the foreshadowing and none of the backstory? Tisk tisk. Don't you know the best part of a story are in the details? We're roommates. And then they were roommates. They were roommates. The plot thinkins. You're making her uncomfortable. God, she looks beautiful. God. Let me take a photo of that costume too. I'm gonna cosplay the shit out of this game. Are you kidding? I'm already loving every character in it. Okay, alright. Now you know the whole story, so take a hint already and leave. No, that's not true. No, is it, Diana? Well, less him, more them. And here I thought you sincerely enjoyed a repertoire. Oh, such sweet sorrow. I barely managed to hear rustling before I see Maddie whip out a small bottle of, oh my god, she really does have a pepper spray on demand. Alright, I get it. I'm leaving. Try not to have too much fun without me, you two. Bye-bye. He winks and waves goodbye and abandoned me to the roommate from, well, no, not hell. It's not that Maddie's terrible. She really isn't. To approach her, it's just hard to approach her when she glares you into submission whenever you so much as breathe. Is he always like that? The drama, the flair, the jazz hands aura? Only on his worst days. Glad to see someone's finally, quite literally, beat it out of him. Little heart, look at her keychains! Look at her keychains! Oh, that's adorable. God, this art style is beautiful. Not my best moment. Well, keep that gritty detail. Not my best moment. Well, keep the gritty details between us. And the dozen other witnesses. But talk about bad first impressions. The only saving grace is that he didn't seem too mad by the end of it. He doesn't seem much of anything until you're stuck with him. Kind of like you. Here I thought you were the quiet good girl type. Quiet? Me? I invited you to breakfast once at Robin's and you ate in silence for an hour. It's rude to talk with your mouth full. Besides, I was already planning to go on my own. You decided to tag along. That's sure, however you remember it. That doesn't explain why earlier today when I asked you if you were going anywhere, you just made a noise and then ignored me until you at least set a party. You found out anyway, didn't you? Look, I'm not here to start a fight with you. I'm here to enjoy this party and I'm sure you are too. If you have a problem, we'll deal with it tomorrow. Ooh, sorry, moved my mic. After my inevitable hangover. Talk about lofty ambition for tomorrow. Didn't take you for the party animal type though. Oh please, it's free alcohol. I'm getting so wasted that even Ernest Hemingway rolls his sad little grave. Oh, well, good luck with that, I think. Great. Staying over at someone else's place has nosedived straight from want to need, as I imagine a hungover Madison. I never actually caught her with one before, but it seems like tonight's all about new experiences. But, I don't have a problem with you. I'm just kind of surprised, I guess. This is like the first real conversation I've had with you. This is hardly a conversation, but we can fix that. There's something concerning about the look she shoots me. I've grown used to pissed off Madison, but there's an appraising glint in her eyes. You know, like when a cat sees a mouse. Oh god. No gods in sight, sadly. I'm taking over now. That's reassuring. So Sebastian, he's such an idiot, right? He's always like this. He acts like I'm some sort of fucking charity case. Ugh. That gal. Honestly, I'm not really sure if I want to bash Sebastian, especially when he probably hasn't even left the room. On the other hand, I live with Madison. This is the quintessential scenario where your crush dumps a friend, and you know it's etiquette to talk mad shit about the crush to help the friend, but you also know that could sabotage your own chances and not getting dragged into the mess even more. Well, Sebastian was a crush and Madison was a friend anyway. I think I just barely hit acquaintance a few minutes ago. I mean, he seemed to be having a good time, but I'm not sure if that's what was because he thought he was funny or because he thought you were happy about me being here. It's definitely the first one. He was super forward too. I mean, I guess I can't really judge him, though I'm kind of here for the same reason. Really? You don't seem like the type. I'm going to take that as a compliment, I think. Well, maybe if you got to know me better, you find out there's more to me than you think. That is so cliche. An A for effort. Trust me, he said worse. Like, don't get me wrong, I know my tries tonight probably won't be any better, but he busted it out like 2 minutes from when I walked in. Come on, it was like a sign of things to come. Literally. Don't give me that mental image. Anyways, I wouldn't worry. Clichés work for some people. Is that a compliment I hear? You can take it however you want. Everyone has a lower standards at a party. Come on. I'm late as is, and I'm not leaving you here to beat another idiot senseless. You try and defend yourself once, and no one ever lets you live it down. Come on. Begrudgingly, she offers me her arm. Don't read too much into it. Now, are you coming with me or not? The alternative would be brave through the sweat and booze alone without Maddie to show us through. We both know she's not doing this out of camaraderie. Walking separately won't reflect well on her after she drove someone else off. But still, maybe this is the do-over I've been hoping for. Goodbye, awkward silences in my own dorm room, and hello, kind of there, kind of not there friendship. Hell yeah. And okay, bonus, having a pretty girl on my arm wouldn't hurt. I hook my arm around hers, and we make our way through the room. Like, nothing's different at all, except it is different because this isn't the silence of rejection. This is the silence of approval, and honestly, I'll take it. Our skirts press together. My grip tightens. If it hurts, she doesn't act like it. We reach the table eventually. Hell yeah. Or well, probably after one, like, a minute, but still. A long minute. One that could have been longer. You can let go now. Right. I was just about to do that. I left my arm fall away from hers, taking a step to the side for good measure. Dear diary, how am I supposed to cope with the fact that my roommate's arms are soft? So? I didn't think I'd get this far. Why do you want to come over here again? I told you I'm planning on making Hemingway my bitch. Well, yeah, but will you make it home okay if you drink that much? Still trying for brownie points there? I was joking. Only little kids excited about that level of wasted. I'll be fine. I can't tell if she's saying it's more to herself or me. Is there seriously peer pressure going on right now? Besides, the urge is dying down a little now that Sebastian isn't in my face. All that good stuff is long gone anyway. The jello shots at the snack table seemed kinda nice. Pass. What about the punch? There's a nice middle between teetotaler and blackout, that's all I'm saying. Lame, but alright. Punch then. I roll my eyes but get moving. Maddie's almighty crowd partying powers seem to have fizzled out for now. The throng of partygoers is endless. Then I find salvation and glimpse a pumpkin-themed tablecloth in a large bowl circled by little paper bag decorations. But then the table jerks as someone checks their hip in passing. Juice sloshes over the rim of the abandoned paper cup. A decorative bat is caught in the impact, tumbling off the table to its doom. And then it happens again. Yikes! I grab a cup and ladle the ghoulish green drink in, keeping my eyes peeled for any more collisions. It still smells like green apple and not like an appletini, so it's probably alright. I'll still brace myself before I take a sip. Tastes like apple. Only apple. Wait a minute. There's nothing in it. Bullshit. No, seriously, try it. I offer the cup out and she says it distrustedly before she plucks it away and takes a sip. Oh god, you're right. Yes, I was gonna do this one, but grief, denial, and acceptance seems... The fates have spoken, Madison. Today is not our day. Guess you have to pick another dead author to one up. Giving up already? A shame. But sure, let me just get Shakespeare on the line before I go. She knocks on the table and squishes another paper bat. Wake the fuck up, William. I'm here to bastardize your work again. Something something arose by any other name. I hope your psych grades are better than your English ones. If not, I'll just have to borrow your notes. Oh god, that was her line. I hope your psych grades are better than your English notes. Or English ones. If not, I'll just have to borrow your notes. You're closer to the board than I am, and she writes so small. Even if there's nothing in the punch, I can still feel a little buzzed. What the hell? Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. Not off the alcohol or anything. Obviously not that. But it's the way a party is. All the people and the noise and the energy. Deeper into the den, the crowd roars, and I can barely hear Maddie over all of it. It's probably safe to assume everyone's the same as me, or horribly, horribly drunk. But it's nice, being at the heart of all the action again. So the next 5 seconds are a mess, naturally. Someone stumbles into the table, hard. I'm a step away from the disaster when it all unfolds and the table tips, but thankfully people actually notice and start steadying it. There are some casualties, half-empty cups topple over, and some of the finger foods no longer look pristine, but hey. No stains and big crash avoided, right? Right. Except for a few things. For one, I stepped back so fast that I put way more force on my heels than I could take. One of them snaps right off and I go crashing down onto the ground like a goddamn champ. And two, Madison helps me up, but then I lose her somewhere in the middle of helping the others clean up the mess. And two, Madison, oh god, she might have gone something on her costume and left to go clean it up, sure, but... Is this God's way of telling me that Party Diana shouldn't exist? Because let me tell you, I'm really starting to feel it tonight. I'm like a modern day retelling of Icarus, punished for my hubris. I hobble away to where I just dig a hole and bury myself in it because, haha, that was terrible. It's only when I'm far away enough from the crowd that I take cursory glances at my shoes, snorting in disbelief when I see the heels just barely hanging on. Of course, what else could go horribly wrong tonight? I need to just recover for a minute. Maybe there's a cat here. I can be that person just hangs out with the cat. There's one at every party, no shame in that. I look around for a cat and actually spot one in the corner of the den. She's cute. I think her name was Evangeline? Unfortunately, the horrible position of designated cat friend has already been filled. A girl coos drunkenly over the cat that I can practically hear purring from here as she cradles it. Fine, the kitchen maybe? It'll probably be quiet. I can get another drink and reboot. Party Diana take 2. I head into the kitchen. It's almost empty. Just me and another boy. He's sitting on the haunches in front of the oven, squinting through the glass, but he looks up when I enter. Woof, woof. Oh, hi. I haven't seen you around before. Before I can respond, he's on his feet, holding on his hand with a friendly grin. Oh, handshaking. That's the thing humans do, right, Diana? Right. I quickly step forward to hold my hand out, but the tile is too smooth, and then I remember why I needed a break when my stupid heel gives way and I'm collapsing with all my arresting grace of a drunk giraffe. Oh god. Fuck. Diana, I fucking love you. Honestly, that's where I'm saving it. That's where I'm saving it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me for Softly with Teeth. I'm gonna end this part right here. We'll be back next time. I just think this is the perfect part. And I'll see you guys in my next video and my next live stream. Until next time, bye, Johnny. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll put the links to the game in the description along with the Patreon. So enjoy that, and I'll be back to play this. Till next time, bye, Johnny.